As far as avoiding probate is concerned, some of the work that is done is Olsen Law Group. We help people to avoid probate. Of course, they have some homework as well. Chrissy, we do the ladybird deed to avoid probate on their home. Tell the listeners what the client's homework is to avoid probate.
So for the client, they need to be able to make sure all financial accounts are set up with the proper beneficiaries listed on those. And of course, we help and guide you based upon those accounts. But it's very important to make sure that when we say all financial accounts, we are referring to not just standard bank accounts. In addition, life insurance, checking, savings, investments, 401ks, IRAs, annuities, CDs. There are many different financial accounts, and each of those must be, even if you have 10 accounts under the same company, you need to make sure that each one is set up with the proper beneficiary, not just one in general, because the one in general will not cover each of those accounts. That is important that the client has to do that with each of those respective financial institutions. We are not able to do that for them because those accounts, they're not going to speak to us. They need to talk to them. And not only do we do that as part of our action plan, we speak it, and we're also happy to answer questions from the beginning when we have the consultation all the way through to when a client is signing, because we want to make sure that we are impressing upon the importance of having clients do that. While you're doing your estate planning, that's an important part of that process so that you have peace of mind that none of those accounts will go into probate, including people say, oh, well, IRAs don't go through probate. They do if you did not name the beneficiary. So if yes, you may have named your spouse, but if something happened to spouse and you did not name your adult children, guess what? It's going through probate. If you forgot and you didn't name on a 401k at work, guess what? It's going through probate. So any financial account is at risk, is the point, if you did not name beneficiaries. And when we say beneficiaries, a lot of times you're naming your spouse and then you're naming adult children as the alternate, or other family and relatives, or charities, whatever it may be. You need to initiate and make sure that you've named beneficiaries and alternates on every one of those accounts.
Chrissy, when we do estate planning for people, they leave with an action plan. That action plan lays out for them what we're going to do for them, and it lays out for them what their homework is, and that includes making their financial accounts POD, payable on death, typically to their adult kids, and then making sure on their IRAs and 401ks and life insurance that they've named beneficiaries and contingent beneficiaries.